Hello students, I am Rohini Sonavle. Today we are going to discussing about the electronic components. Firstly, we are going to discussing about the classification of the components. We know the components that can be classified into two categories. That is the active components and the passive components. In case of the active components, it can be divided into two types of the components. First one is the diodes and second one is the transistors. Next, in case of the passive components, it can be divided into three components. First one is the resistors, second one is the capacitor and third one is the inductor. Now we see the definitions of the active component and the passive components. In case of the active component, it can be defined as the components which does not introduces the gain. That is called as the active components. Examples are diodes and transistors. In case of the passive components, it can be defined as the components which introduces the gain, that is called as the passive components. Examples are resistors, capacitors and inductors. Now we are discussing firstly the active components. Examples are, first one is diode can be used for rectification. Why diode can be used for rectification? Because it can rectify the DC voltage at the output. And these diodes that can be conduct in both forward and the reverse direction. As we know that the diodes has two terminals. First one is the anode terminal and second one is the cathode terminal. That means it conducts in forward as well as reverse direction. Some of the types of the diodes, here I will explain the two of the diodes, that is the junction diode and the Zener diode. Firstly, we see the junction diode. Here it is the symbol of the junction diode. It has two terminals. That is the terminal which is opposite to the junction terminal. This is the cathode terminal and the terminal that is the anode terminal. This junction diode can conduct in forward as well as reverse direction. When the diode is forward biased, it breaks the voltage up to 0.7 volt. That means its breakdown voltage is 0.7 volt. Why the breakdown voltage is 0.7 volt? Because the current that can be flows from the diode up to the 0.7 volt. That means when the diode exceeds the 0.7 volt breakover voltage, the current that can be rapidly increases from this breakdown voltage. That means the junction diode conduct in forward direction. Next we see Zener diode. Here the symbol is the symbol of the Zener diode is as shown. It consists of two terminals. First one is the anode terminal and second one is the cathode terminal. That means the terminal which is exactly opposite to this junction point, this is the cathode terminal. And this diode, that is the Zener diode, that conducts in the reverse direction or the reverse bias mode. Why it is conduct in reverse bias mode? Because the diode can operate in the reverse bias condition over its breakover voltage, that is equal to 5 volt. That means this breakdown voltage, that is 5 volt, it can increase the current which can be flowing from this diode. Next we can see the type example of the active components, that is the transistors. As we know that the transistor that can be used as the switch. transistor can be used as the switch because it can turns on or turns off the device. Let's see the types of the switch. First one is the types of the transistor. First one is the NPN type transistor and second one is the PNP type transistor. Here it is the symbols of the PNP type transistor and the NPN type transistor and some of the basic structure or the construction for the transistors. Let's see the symbol of the both the transistors. Firstly, we can see the PNP type transistor. In case of the PNP type transistor or the NPN type transistor, it has three terminals. First one is the collector terminal, second one is the base terminal and third one is the emitter terminal. In the symbol, here it is the collector terminal, base terminal and upper terminal is the emitter terminal. And in case of the NPN transistor, here it is the collector terminal, base terminal and the emitter terminal. From both of the symbols, we see the arrow mark that can be shown here. That means in case of the PNP type transistor, the arrow that can be represented here in the upward direction. Why it is shown in the upward direction towards the collector terminal of the transistor? Because this arrow mark represents the direction of the current which can be flows from the transistor. And in case of the NPN transistor, the arrow mark that can be represented in the downward direction, that means towards the emitter terminal. That means this arrow mark represents the direction of the current which can be flows from the emitter terminal. Here it is the structure of the how actually transistor can be looks like. That is, in case of the PNP type and transistor, we have to select the proper value for this PNP type transistor and the NPN type transistor. In case of the NPN type transistor, we are using the values that is BC547 or BC548. These two values that can be used for the identification of the NPN type transistor. And in case of the PNP type transistor, we are using the values of, that is BC557 is the value of the PNP type transistor. Next we see some of the examples of the passive components. As we know that passive components which introduces the gain, that is called as the passive components. That means it can be classified as resistors, capacitors and inductors. Firstly, we see the resistors. Resistors can be used in the circuit for opposite the flow of current. These can be divided into two categories. First one is the linear resistor and the second one is the non-linear resistor. In case of linear resistor, the current which is directly proportional to the applied voltage, that is called as the linear resistor. And in case of non-linear resistor, the current which is not directly proportional to the applied voltage, that is called as the non-linear resistor. Here some of the symbols of the linear and the non-linear resistor. That means first symbol represents the linear resistor and second symbol represents the non-linear resistor. Here the symbol represents the resistors having the two leads. This is the first lead and this is the second lead. In case of non-linear resistors, it shows as similar to the linear resistor, first lead and the second lead. That means both the leads that can be used to connect this resistor into the circuit. between these two end leads. Firstly, we see this type of the resistor, that is the linear resistor. This linear resistor that can be used in, or that can be used to connect in both directions. Why I am saying here that can be connected in both directions? Because we know that the current that can be flows in this direction or this direction, that means in the forward direction or the reverse direction. And we know that the resistance, that means the resistance of the resistor is measured in the ohms. That means the resistance of the resistor that can be measured in ohms or kilo ohms or mega ohms. When we represent the resistance in kilo ohm, it having the multiplier that is 10 raised to plus 3. That means if we have to convert these values, that is kilo ohm to ohm, we have to write the multiplier that is 10 raised to plus 3. And in case of the mega ohm, if we have to convert the value from the mega ohm to the ohm, that means we are using the multiplier 10 raised to plus 6. In case of the non-linear resistor, that it shows this symbol. Here it is the arrow mark that can be represented on this resistor symbol. That means the arrow